You know what? I'm thinking of ending these lives. It amazes me how long it takes people to come on and how quick they leave. I don't get it. What sort of material is it you want to hear? What is it you actually want out of people? Stupid conversation? I don't get it. You can have the wankiest channel on here and like 30 or 40 people jump on straight away. Don't get it. Hi, peace. I know it's YouTube, but what do people actually want? What's in people's minds to behave like that? If it's only YouTube, why does everyone come on it? And why is it like some people get 30, 40 views as soon as they touch the button? Don't get it. Hi, Cluman. How you doing? It's not actually hard to work out what people want, because you can get the biggest arsehole on here and it'll be packed with people watching it. You try and bring a nice channel on here where you have a conversation with people, and I'm on 5 minutes at the moment with 2 people on here that took 4 minutes to get here. What the fuck is PooTube all about? If it is PooTube, why the fuck do people come on it? People must love being tortured. What sort of content are we going to have tonight? Get a life, Cluman, for fuck's sake. If you knew how the real world run, you would realise that Putin is not the enemy. It's the fucking West that's the enemy. The Americans, the disgusting Brits, they're the fucking enemy of everyone. Putin's just a get out of jail free card. Did you see what happened in the last fucking war in Ukraine? 2013 or something like that? When their own soldiers turned on their own people and people thought it was Russia. They done worse than what the fucking Germans done. When you look into the Holocaust, you know who built the tracks going to that fucking death camp? Do you know who built the tracks to that? America. Everyone knew what was going there, and everyone was chucking money at Hitler to create all the fucking shit that went on. Because it's all about money. Fucking Putin this and Putin that. He's probably the most fucking genuine one out of all of our countries. It's fucking embarrassing, really, how thick we are, to be honest with you. We're as thick as shit. When we look back at real history, we are the thickest, dumbest sheep you've ever seen on this planet. And we all think we know it all. But when you look back at true history, it's the elite that's created all this chaos, and we've paid for it all. What was that? Sharon was putting it out. I don't get that piece. It's fucking vulgar what goes on in this world. And we think we fucking know it all. But we're the sheep that go along with it all. And the elites sit there rubbing their hands. I'll come on here to have a nice chat tonight, but it just don't seem like it's going to happen. It just seems like everyone thinks that Putin is the fucking enemy of the world. What, it's only YouTube? Why do people create so many enemies if it's only YouTube? Don't you think that everyone should be uniting on YouTube? People keep trying to fucking break this system, but everyone's got an opinion about it. It's them and us. It's as simple as that. But we seem to think that us and us are the enemy. But we're not. Is that the real fucking Rick the Prick? Are you the real Rick the Prick? Because if you are, you can fuck off. You're nothing but a nosy little fucking troublemaking cunt. You ain't got a fucking clue what you want. The person that only likes to tell people the truth when you're nothing but a fucking bully. In fact, you can fuck off. Don't even want to fucking look at your name, to be honest with you. You're a fucking prick. That's how you get rid of people like that. Oh, your second comment now, is it? Why is he still there? Fuck off, Rick the Prick. You're fucking nothing but a far-right piece of shit. It's people like you that cause divide in this country. Oh, fuck off. Why am I getting an error on you, you penis? Put you in time out till we could decide what to do with you. What a fucking prick. Fancy that thing coming in here. Anyway, let's have a look at your other... Where are you? See your second comment. Alright. Your second comment was Sharon was putting it out. I don't really get what that means. Are you playing on words there or what? Sharon was putting it out. Putting what out? She wasn't selling wet tissues, was she? She'd make a fortune on them. I can't believe that prick coming here. Can't stand the cunt. Even if he agrees with what I say about Putin, I can't stand the cunt. Sometimes some people just push it too far that you just can't go back from that. So piss off, Rick the Prick. You're not welcome here at all. You bring things down. We should all be united, fight the system. Even when you look at people like Boris, they're still muppets. That they will be sold down the river. Full comment, Dan. Peace. You keep it up and I'll fucking block you and all. Right, let's have a look at your fourth comment. 1, 2, 3, 4. See my second comment. Oh, fuck off. I ain't got time for this shit tonight, Peace, to be honest with you. I'm not in the fucking mood for it. Why do I keep fucking pressing the star? You can sit on the naughty step for a minute. I ain't got time for this fucking shit tonight. People are going to play games that can just go. Oh, you're welcome, Dusty. It is easy once you know, but what I find with StreamYard and everything else, no one wants to help you. Once people find out how to use it, they don't want to fucking help you. If they come across as nice people, but they're not. I've asked people many a times how to do this, how to do that. They don't want to know. But if they think they're going to be stuck in the limelight, they might go, "Oh, Paris, do this and do that." But it is quite easy to use. But a lot of people say it's not that great. But I suppose that's only when you've got loads of viewers that it might get complicated. I haven't had any complications on it, not yet. But yeah, I find it all right, really, to be honest with you. You only get 20 hours a month, which is 20 hours is a lot. But when you want to come on here all the time, 20 hours is used up quite quickly. But yeah, it's not that hard at all, really. But I don't know about all the gadgets and how to put videos on here. I'm not at that level yet. Yeah, I'm good. I'm all right, Stormy. I cut a tree down today and I cut a tree down yesterday, so I'm quite happy. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been in the garden most of the time. But when I look at documentaries that really tell the true history about what we're like, we are as thick as shit. No matter how intelligent we think we are or intellectual we think we are, we're not. We get played all the time. We are the sheep that provide the money for the elite to play their silly games with us. And now I just think this Russian and Ukraine stuff is all a load of bollocks. It's an absolute load of fucking bollocks. The West created that situation and they keep doing it because they want to own Ukraine. They want to westernize it. The bottom line is they want NATO in Ukraine to fuck Russia over. But it all looks a bit different on the telly, doesn't it? Yeah, I really enjoyed the weather today. I fucking loved it. I've been out all day. We're as stupid as fuck, simple truth. We're so fucking stupid, we don't realise how powerful we are. But the only thing is, when you get things like the truckers come out and people like that, it's not enough. When you see something big like that happening, everyone's got to fucking jump on the bandwagon. That's what fucking shakes them to the bones. Life's never going to be simple, Sharon. Our whole royal family's fucking German. The Germans won the fucking war. Do you know that? They won the fucking war. Hitler was paid by us and the Americans to do everything he'd done. We're never going to win if we don't put our stupid little arguments aside and go against the system. That system needs to be fucking shut down, and every one of them people need to be put in jail and shown what it's like, how they've been treating everyone else. No privileges, nothing. Bread and water till the day they die. That's how bad I feel about the system. That's not going to help you, Stormy, is it? Really? It's great to be a tree hugger, but it's not going to help you. Yeah, you're fucking right there, simple truth. Hi, exposing Sharon, Gow, and others. Do you know what? The royal family's fucking disgusting. I and ah like, are they all right? Are they not all right? They're all German. They changed their name to Windsor because their German name wouldn't have cut the cake with us. Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. We've been divided. At the end of the day, the mob and the mafia and everyone else runs the world. That's how bad this is all is. Well, why has there got to be a republic? Why can't we just all live free, pay our taxes, and get on with each other? Is that really complicated, or do we just want to go into this world where we're run by liars, thieves, murderers, cheats? Is that a better world? Don't seem like it to me. Seems like we're just being fucked over, and we're paying through the nose for it. Yeah, but even that ain't going to solve the world, is it? Not having a monarchy. There's been a few times through history where we've nearly got it right, and then we fucked up. JFK was probably the nearest we've got to a true, genuine president. There's so many stories out there about him, but the truth's all coming out now. Turns out there was 8 assassins that took him out. Half of the police force in that fucking escapade was all crooked. Yeah, well, he can't fight the world on his own, can he? Yeah, but I'm not happy with that. Hi, by the way, Brian PC. We're the one that we're the ones that pay for all this, but yet we haven't got a say in nothing. He played the game. He played a game which he had to play because he was dealing with the mob, gangsters, crooked bank people. Everyone around him was crooked. So you have to play the game smart. But they knew that. That's why he got assassinated. Yeah. They had everyone in their pocket, but they didn't realise that JFK was a genuine nice person. And then when they did realise it, they fucking killed him. I don't know about that simple truth. I know there was a lot of colluding going on now. I think you're I think you're right actually. They did. Was it his brother or his son? Hmm. No, I don't watch her anymore. She makes me sick. She's a little crybaby. If she sold wet tissue, she'd make a fortune. She talks a lot of shit. Slags everyone off and then wants everyone to think what a lovely girl she is. She should never have kept telling me to fuck off because she exposed herself. Can't stand the bird. Fucking hate girls that think they're pretty and can get away with murder. Fucking piece of shit. I'm talking about you, Sharon Wilson. I'm talking about Sharon Cowell. Sorry. Yeah, would have been covering up the KF. John F. Kennedy for fucking 50 years. I'll give you power to Paris. It's like a lot more for me to get this world going, I tell you. Everyone should just sit indoors and don't go to work. It'd only take a few weeks and they'll be fucked over because they've got massive investments that they have to pay up on as well. I had a couple of really good days in the garden. I pulled a couple of big trees down. I've got 5 to do, and then my garden is safe. My boat's safe from being sunk. Do you know what? The First World War was when they fucking realised how much money they could rake in. And all these elite and all these business people have realised be friends with both sides and you can never lose. And that's exactly what they do. They lend money to both sides. I mean, I've heard all this shit before and I didn't believe it, but it turns out it's true. The mafia, the mob, realistically, all these presidents and prime ministers and all that, they're puppets. They act like they own everything, but they answer to the 1% elite that actually have got trillions. And we all know money buys you what you want. I ain't fucking concerned, peace. You talk like that old fucking time you out again. Welcome back anyway. You was just annoying me with your look at my first comment and fourth comment. It was like I was going around a roundabout. I'm not in the mood for that shit tonight. You know when they was talking about, you know when President Trump was talking about he was being spied on and all that. Did you know that was actually true? A lot of people thought he was saying that to get sympathy, but that was actually true. He was being spied on with the voting and everything. It makes you wonder if he was actually trying to be a good person like JFK, because you have to play a really sneaky game to catch them bastards out, and JFK nearly fucked them all over. That's why he had to be taken out. When you think like people like the bankers and all that get together because there might be a threat to their money pot, that's how fucking bad it is. I don't know what that means. I'm not that intelligent. Exposing Sharon Gow and others. I know what Tesla is. I've broke my vape tonight. I'm quite annoyed about it really because I've broke the glass, and if I undo the vape, all the glass is going to fall apart, and I've hardly got any vape in it. I've just ordered a new one. I think it's going to take a few days to turn up. The shadow controllers exposing Sharon Gow and others. You know, even when you look at people like Trump, they're not even at the top. They're not. We think they are. They're our leaders, but they're not at the top. The big money people are the ones at the top. And they will not talk to people that are less than the 1%. They can just control them. But they're so sneaky the way they do it. They're so sneaky. They're not stupid. That's why they are where they are. I don't know about that. Well, they're probably just dirty old fat men with loads of money. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm using a totally wicked. Do you know what? To be honest with you, have you ever tried Pachamama range? No, I ain't actually. I tried. Yeah, but are they all like sweet ones and that? Because I'm trying to get away from that shit, but you can't, can you? I mean, I've got blackjack, which I like a lot. I like vanilla custard. I like vanilla. I like pineapple, coconut rum. There's a few I like, but I ain't tried that. Let me write that down so I can look it up. What is it called? Wait, come back here. I've got to start my course in the morning, my security course at 9 o'clock. Yeah. It took me ages to try and work everything out. And do you know what? Sometimes I am that fucking stupid, right? I don't put the dots together. And I mean, I'm really quite clever, but I'm more of a hands-on person. I've always learnt my trades hands-on. And when you have to work things out, sometimes the silliest things can go over my head, right? And for the last over a year, I've had my phone in the kitchen against the window, and whenever I get a phone call or whatever, I have to go in the kitchen and talk to the window. But I've got to do this course, right, and my iPad is too old. It won't upgrade to the grade that I need to get into this meeting. So I'm like, oh, I phoned them up and I said, look, I've got a laptop, but I can't run the engine all day to charge the laptop up to go in this meeting for 2 weeks. I said, on my iPad, I've asked them how to do it, and they've told me how to do it, and the iOS is too old. So I've tried to update it, and then I phoned them out and I said, look, it won't update. And they said, well, how long you had your iPad? And I said, well, I've had it quite a while. And they said, well, it's out of date. Fucking great. I said, the only thing I've got left is a phone. They said, oh, you can do it on your phone, smartphone. I'm not a quick thinker. I'm very good at working things out, but some things just, I have trouble putting the dots together, especially with this fucking technology world. But anyway, who's that? Have I missed someone there? I forgot what I was talking about now. It's something to do with my phone, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. So I've said, well, look, I've got my phone. So they've sent me. What have they sent me? Oh, God, what am I like? I'm fucking murder, aren't I? They sent me, oh, that was it, Microsoft Teams. I had to join Microsoft Teams. Then they sent me a link by email. And then I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. God, my dog's just farted. Sorry about that. Oh, well, I'm not sorry about that, but it stinks. I mean, it's not like you can smell it, is it? Hi, keeping an eye on Matt Taylor. Why don't people just come in with a fucking normal name? I'd respect you more. Hi, Lodger. So anyway, forgetting all them funny names. Yeah, so I've worked it out. It just dawned on me all of a sudden. I'm like, why don't I use my Wi-Fi and have my phone in here? I've been going out there talking to the window for a year. And then it just clicked. Because I've got unlimited data and unlimited whatever on my phone, it's not clicked. I've got unlimited whatever on my Wi-Fi as well. So I've not clicked the two. And I'm thinking, oh my fucking God, I can't believe that I didn't realise that. I should have just put my phone on my Wi-Fi because my modem's in the kitchen all the time. And then I can bring my phone in here. My life's been a nightmare because sometimes I don't answer the calls. I miss all my emails. I've had murders with Universal Credit because I can't be bothered to go out there and clock in and look at my whatever they call it to see what my commitments are and agree with them. Do you know they've put my money down over £80. I mean, I shouldn't moan because I'm on the dole, but I've paid taxes all my fucking life. But when they put my money, £80 a month down, I'm fucking really struggling now. And I just look at Universal Credit as a fucking Nazi party. And then as soon as I say, oh, I can't afford the petrol to get there, they go, well, car's a luxury. Where the fuck am I meant to travel 13 miles when there ain't even a bus route to your fucking office? Fucking scabby bastards. Yeah, Marie. Hi, Marie. Anyway, I don't need to hear that shit. The last thing I need is fucking £80 a month taken out of my money when I can't even survive on that. It's fucking ridiculous. I can understand it if I've never worked and I've got used to it, but I've worked all my life. I end up on the fucking dole because there's thick cunts out there that don't like transgender people and just want to fucking fight them. So I find it hard to work. Thanks for the comment anyway. Fucking grateful. There's nothing to be grateful for. It all comes out of my trust anyway. Paid taxes all my life. And I should be grateful because I'm asking for some back while I'm fucking struggling. Don't know how the fuck that works. I'm not a beggar. But on a lighter note, anyway, I chopped two trees down this weekend, and I've chopped them all up. I've just got the two massive trunks left to chop up. But my chains are, it's fucking funny tonight. I put it on my Facebook. I was chopping the tree down today, and I've got two chainsaws. I've got a little one, a little cheap one, and I've got a proper steel one. And I bought a bigger bar for it, so it goes through the trunks. And I've started it up. I'm cutting the triangle out of the tree at the angle I want the tree to fall at. The fucking exhaust it must have hit the chain and it's shot right across the garden. And I'm like, oh my God, I've got half of the fucking tree cut down and my fucking chainsaws fell apart. Oh, it can't get any worse, can it? You can't leave it there now. So I've got my little baby one out, which won't even cut through the trunk. I have to piss around with it. But I got it down anyway. I found all the bits to the chainsaw and now I've got to fix it all. No, not yet. I'm too busy doing mine. I just want all my trees down. I've got 5 to do and then I'm done. But I need to fucking sort my chainsaw out. It keeps cutting out. But now the exhaust has flown off of it. It's like, oh my God, it don't get any better, does it? I need to fix that chainsaw because that's the one that I'm using to cut the main trunk. The other one's just not long enough. I will do her, so she only wants a couple cut off, but they're quite high. But she's got an oak tree, and it's easier to climb than mine. Mine are the worst fucking trees to climb in the world because the branches just come out of the trunk and they go straight up. There's nowhere to put your feet. And the worst thing about them, because they're all grown close together, you only get branches on the outside of each trunk. So there's no sort of stepping. I'm not really too worried about growing, to be honest with you. Keeping an eye on Matt Taylor. I've got raspberries and to be honest with you, most of my garden's mullered now. Because when I pull these trees down, they're actually longer than my garden and they're eating everything. They're eating all my bushes. And if they're not eating them, the fucking rabbits are eating them all. I've got a plum tree, an apple tree, and a pear tree that's still all right, even though the rabbits have ate all the bark at the bottom. I've got a grape tree in the corner that's managed to survive. But other than that, I'd rather just grow skunk. I'm fucking sick of growing shit that you eat. I'd rather just smoke myself to death. I'm going to grow some peas in a pod, though. I fucking love them. Peas in a pod. I just go out there in the morning and eat them for breakfast. You don't have to cook them or nothing. They're really nice, especially when you're doing them yourself and you're not buying them out of a shop. They taste so different. Yeah, I had 3 grapevines. I've ruined 2 of them, and the one right at the end is just about surviving. Whether I get any grapes off it this year, I don't know. They've suffered with the rabbits, the rats, and my trees falling. What was that? Remind me of when younger. Love them taste so good. I don't even know what that means, Sharon. Unless you're talking about the peas in the pod. They taste a lot better when they are small. And when they get fat, they're a little bit, they do lose their flavour. But they're still nice. I still like them. And then, when they are actually big and fat in the pods, they're nice for dinner, but they are really nice when they're small, but not too small. Is Ellie here? I didn't see her. Oh, hello, Ellie. Oh. You're wasting your time with Matt Taylor, to be honest with you. 1 minute he's your friend, and then the next minute he's not. It's like he talks to you, and then he talks about you behind your back. It's a waste of time. People shouldn't give him the time of space. I can't believe that fucking Brian Harvey rather went on there, was chatting to him. It made his head swell a bit, didn't it? But they're both fucking idiots. Both psychos. You know, oh, fucking Brian Harvey saying he's going off YouTube, he's sick of them. But it's YouTube that gets him his pip. He'll be back. Give it 2 years, he'll be back talking his shit again. Do you know what? There was a lot of theories about what happened to him when he ran over his head in his car. But do you know what actually happened now? Because he's such a flash wanker, he had his door open and he was reversing. And when he reversed, being the flash little cunt he is, he fell out of the car and the front wheel ran over his head. That's what happened to Brian Harvey, the flash little cunt. So let's just clear that up there. I can't believe I broke my vape tonight. It's like the bottom locked, and when I took the actual tank off of the battery, I tried to undo it, and I grabbed it with a pair of pliers, but it was just touching the glass. I didn't realise I was touching the glass, and then it all cracked. But now I can't open it, because if I open it, the glass is all going to fall to bits. I don't think even police officers are interested in Matt Taylor. They've had their moment with him. I'm going to start tasting burning in a minute out of this. I can't chuck the battery because the battery's perfect still. So I've ordered another one of these, so I've got 2 batteries for it. It's clever, isn't it? I can actually buy the glass, but I don't really know the size of the glass, and I didn't want to get the wrong glass and then think, fuck it, I should have just got another tank. So I just bought another one. That wasn't easy. It's all cracked everywhere. I'm gutted. I always look after my stuff as well. Yeah, so I start my security course in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning I start it. I go back to work, and then people won't be able to call me a ponce and everything. I'm really happy that I've got 2 of my trees down. Well, in fact, altogether I've got 3 down now, and they've all gone pretty well. So I'm quite confident that I'm going to bring the rest down. I've never heard that. He's not doing okay. He's fucking mental. He ran over his own head. Well, because he's a flash cunt. I remember because I used to live in Walthamstow, and I see Brian Harvey about, and he was very particular. He used to talk to him. He's a right little flash cunt. You know when you've got money and a flash car, and you're just a flash cunt, a mouthy little flash cunt, and you can see he's like that now. They're both nut jobs. Brian Harvey is washed up. Why do you think none of the rest of the band want to know him? It's amazing that he wants to talk about all that shit now, isn't it? But he didn't back in the day when he was doing all right with money. Yeah, mouthy cunt. Exactly. He's a mouthy cunt, a mouthy little cunt. When he was on Matt's and Matt was arguing, who the fuck you talking to? A nobody, a washed up nobody, or a washed up wannabe? How is he though, Brian? How is he doing better? He was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. He walked out of that. I'm not interested in all his fucking shit and all his stupid stories. I don't even care if they're true or not. Couldn't give a fuck. It hasn't happened to the rest of the band, has it? Did he, Peace? I bet that was heartbreaking, wasn't he? He wouldn't even give me one, let alone take it away. I try and build bridges with that cunt, and then I'll see one of his lives tonight or one of his videos, and he's got Grobnob is Grobnob in Paris, and I'm like, I'm trying to fucking build bridges with you, Matt, and you talk like that, so you can go and fuck yourself, you backward cunt. Come on, that's terrible tonight, isn't it? See what we're like with each other, though. We're never going to unite. They've created a system so well that we just all fucking hate each other. We should be attacking the elite that's nicking all our money and laughing at us and pissing on us. Because that's what they're doing. They're pissing on us and we're saying thank you. Yeah, that's when you know someone's a creep. I can't stand Grobnob. He reminds me of Jimmy Savile. Prowling the corridors of the NHS looking for an opportunity to abuse someone. Well, more for you than Peace, isn't it, really? Because Matt's never been a good guy. Ever since he was with Andy Devine, he's been a nasty piece of shit. I question that Ladyboy night as well, because there's many holes in that story. Many holes. I'd love to get him on here and question him about it. Hi, Dave Strange. Well, I've said that already. You're lucky then, aren't you, Dave? Feel yourself lucky. Well, I haven't been blocked on there. But to be honest with you, I don't really like going on there now because he's unstable. One minute he wants you on there chatting away, and then the next minute he's talking about you. That's not genuine, is it? I tried to make peace with him. I've seen him talk about me, so he can go and fuck himself. But if he comes on here, I would let him on the panel and question him about that ladyboy night, because when I think about the way he put that story across, there's many holes in that story, and it doesn't make sense to me, because a ladyboy is a ladyboy specifically to earn money. That's why they do what they do. It's their profession. And he slept with Matt all night and nothing went on, and he didn't charge him anything. Well, it is now. He's had Brian on there. He thinks he's the big Charlie Potatoes, but he's not. He'll have up and down moments, and then he'll be gone. He'll be in the nut house. Which should be laughable. Yeah, that's the trouble with mods. When you have mods, right, some of them have got ulterior motives. And Matt don't seem to me like he's a bit clued up about who's nice and who's not. It's like that A1000. I think she's a slippery bitch. Like what? Spill the beans, hell. You can't just say that. Hell, heal, 333. What does that actually mean? Oh, piss off notifications. Why do these things get in the way? Wouldn't it come up in the corner? Oh, there's another one there. Piss off. Who was that? Jack? Who's Jack? Who's Jack? Is that Jack the Hat? I thought he was dead. See what I mean? Everyone gets in fucked up, doesn't it? Grobnob is not Paul the Man. Oh, I've never had so much chat. I can't keep up with it. Why? Who do you want to come on, please? I don't just let anyone on. I'm not one of them. See, to be honest with you, I like interacting with the chat. I find it's a better stream. I miss that. You're reading about that. I don't even know what I'm reading half the time. It's because you're having a conversation with each other, and I don't know half of what you're talking about. Who's out of control, Matt? I've caught up now. Oh God, someone's wrote something wrong. How's Heather Turner now? Hi Heather, wherever you are. He's just a dirty, vile person. He talks about poo. He talks about wanking. He's got dirty nails. He mimics Jimmy Savile very well. Oh, pieces, Jack. Yeah, but I don't know Peace and I don't know Jack. I mean, what would you want to come on and talk about anyway? Yeah, we're all talking bollocks, really. This is what the elite, this is what the masters want. When we're doing all this shit, we're exactly where they want us. Yeah. I think Grobnob's one of the most vilest people on here. We need to save his dog. I mean, he talks about how intelligent he is, and he hasn't got he hasn't got a police dog training book. He's got a military dog training book, but yet he lets the dog chase ducks in the park, in the lake, and he also lets the dog sleep in his bed. That to me is fucking rank. Some people let their dog sleep on the bed, yeah, whatever. I don't agree with it, but he lets his dog sleep in his bed. Fucking rank, if you ask me. Some of this chat I can't keep up with. Yeah, this is what we do. I hope you're talking about Grobnob Hill. He's definitely mentally unstable. Can't get a girlfriend, can't get a job, fucks his dog's life up. Yeah, yeah, you're fucking right. What the fuck is a blue man? A blue man? What's that, a smurf? You ain't Papa Smurf, are you, Peace? Yeah, well, I mean, he's that desperate. He goes for all the women, and then when they turn him down, he attacks them. People must see that by now. I don't know what that is, Blue Man Group. You've lost me there. I know Heather Turner, but I just can't think of who she is. I'm sure I've seen her before on here. Not on here, but on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Simple truth. If she's a bit green, she's gonna get fucked over by him. I'm telling you. I'm actually quite perplexed how the fuck Sharon Gale keeps entertaining him after what he said to her. But then when you get Sharon Gale, you kind of understand it, really. hope the weather's nice tomorrow. I finish my course at 3 o'clock. From 9 till 3 every day for 2 weeks. I'm going to try and get all these fucking trees down before the leaves start growing, because I've noticed buds starting to come out of the little branches. Night, Dave. Thanks for coming on. It's not a job, it's a course. I hope I get a job out of it. It's a course for 2 weeks. And then I should get an SIA badge. It's all right, Dave. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. She's as bad as him, though, to be fair. When you keep going on someone's channel, you do work out after a while what they're like. And they're not nothing like what they come across as at the beginning. Thank you, Brian. I can't think of whoever is. I know I don't know if I've spoke to her before, but I'm sure I've seen her on one of the channels. Check up on horrendous materials, hazardous materials, symbols and stuff. It helps. Oh, okay, Brian. I do know a few hazardous material symbols because when I was a diver, we used to have to sort of touch on that because we have tanks in the vehicles and stuff. Yeah, I thought that, Sharon. I would have passed the test if I would have got that right, wouldn't I? Hi, Emily. How you doing? Yeah. I'm sure within 2 weeks I'll get the grips with it. Took me ages to read that hell. I hope I pass this test. I'll be going, hang on, classroom. I'm a little bit slow at reading. I have my good days and my bad days. Good. That's so, Brian. Even if I don't take the job, it's just something else in it to shut the universal credit up. I'd actually like to open up a vape shop, sit behind a counter and advise people on how to kill themselves, to be fair. If you wanna kill yourself, you come to the right place. I know all about this vape stuff. 'Cause that's all we're doing really, isn't it? We're going to a shop to get advice on how to kill ourselves. I can't go wrong, can I really, in a vape shop? No, you're right there, Hill, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about children, but I think the way I look at it is if there wasn't any women about, I would be very suspect about leaving my children around him. I know that. I'm a bit worried about the dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get what you're saying, though. Yeah, I don't trust him at all. I don't trust him around the dog, let alone children or grown women. Yeah, I'd have a special vape section in the back, Brian. I'm a connoisseur on green. I love my green, but I find it really hard to get out here. I must say. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Sharon. He is, but he pokes his nose into everyone's life. He deserves some repercussion for the way he is. He's nothing but a dirty-minded, dirty-fingered scumbag that sleeps with a dog. I mean, at his age, and the only thing he can do is sleep with a dog. I mean, I know that's not his preference, but that's all he can get. A lot of people say they don't trust Grub Dog, and a lot of people are right, but I just wish people would wake up to this world and what's going on with us. I don't. To be honest with you, I think it's gone too far, and I don't think we can save ourselves because even if we took out all the elite and everything else, there will be chaos in this world now. Oh, thanks for coming in, Midnight Rider. Did I say hello to you when you come in? Oh, my vape's getting really low now. I wish I could fill it up without taking it apart, but I know I can't. Even if I take the top off, it's not going to get past the filter, is it? Bullshit. I might have to go and buy a couple of temperatures or something till my one comes. That's the last thing I need to do, isn't it? Buying fucking shitty vapes. Yeah, we're not that clever. Simple truth. We've got authors that do that for us. The last thing they want to do is destroy us because then their income will stop. Yeah, we could be if we wanted to be, but the way I see it, America pokes its nose into everything, loses everything, and Britain follows them like little puppets. This is the elite I'm talking about. They fuck everything up. They don't ever win anything, but they still get all the money because they back both sides. Of course, it's all planned, Sharon. The whole fucking lot's planned. The thing is, they're addicted to money. Money is power. And that is their weakness, but we don't see that. We're so stupid that the only thing that keeps them or keeps us under their control is that they rake the money in off of us. But we're so stupid, really stupid, because that's the one thing where we can fuck them all over, because they get their money from us with their contracts and their trickery. And we sit there thinking, we're never going to be as smart as these people. How are we going to have them over? Oh, let's give them all our money to keep them happy while we think about it. You see? Because we let them, simple. We fucking let them. If we stop doing what they want us to do and we stop fighting with each other, they would be fucked. No, since the First World War. Since the end of the First World War, they haven't existed. Yeah, this is all caused by America, midnight. America caused all this, but no one could see it. Well, who thinks they're free then? America caused that fucking war with Russia and Ukraine. You go back to 2013 and you see what Ukraine done to their own people, and everyone thought it was Russia. It's fucking disgusting what they done. They was worse than Hitler. Even though America and England and a few other people created that fucking Hitler thing, they poured money into Hitler. This history is a lot worse than people think it is. You ain't got to be a mind reader, have you? You just got to know the elite are the slipperiest, horriblest people on this planet. You can play our own game, can't we, Brian? Do you know what? I'm fucking disgusted to be British. Do you know that? I would rather be Russian. A lot of people will go, "Oh, Paris wish she was Russian" and all that. But if they knew the true history, yeah, and it's funny that America won't step in or Britain won't step in. They ain't fucking stupid. All they want to do is westernize the Ukraine, and the best way to do it is give them all the weapons they fucking want. But Russia's not having it. Russia is going to flatten Ukraine before it gives it over to the EU. It's going to flatten it. And then it's going to walk away and go, all right, fair enough, have it. There won't be no nuclear weapons involved. This is all the media shit that goes on. Ukraine fight their own people. Yeah, but we handed it over. We handed our rights over because we didn't want to keep arguing with each other. I'd rather argue with each other than let the elite tell us how to run our lives. We're all going to have difference of opinion. We don't have to cry and we don't have to carry on, Brian. We could shut down the elite. We could demand a better life. We could stop elites from earning so much money, because why should so little people make so much money? Because all that does is creates power and control. Yeah, and our country. Don't forget our country, Dippy. Welcome, Dippy, anyway. Our country is fucking disgusting. We fucking go licking the Americans' arse. And it's vulgar. Listen, Russia didn't want fuck all to do with Ukraine. They're not interested in Ukraine. Ukraine was like a buffer between NATO and their country. But what the West are trying to do is westernize the Ukraine, get them into the EU, and then stick NATO right in there, so it's right on Russia's doorstep. This is why Russia's gone ballistic. They know what's fucking going on. So they said, all right, if you're going to take Ukraine, we're going to flatten it. So there's fuck all there for you. Yeah, a lot of them are leave though. And I mean, it can't be a very nice country when it says that 18-year-olds can't leave the country. They've got to fight. Can't be a very nice country, can it? When you haven't even got the right to leave your own country when you feel threatened. He just wants to be left alone midnight. Our country is disgusting, Dippy. I'm embarrassed to be English or British or whatever the fucking right term is these days. Yeah, they want that buffer out the way. They want NATO right in that Ukraine, so it's a constant threat to Russia. But why the fuck should Russia put up with that shit? I'd rather move to Russia. At least you know where you fucking stand now. All this fucking bullshit that goes around the world, and you've got all the media. I think all the media should just be stripped of all their rights and put in jail. They're absolutely vulgar. Yes, because we arse-lick everyone, Simple. We think arse-licking everyone is going to get us where we want to be, but we're just going to be used like a load of fucking muppets. Because do you think if we decided to go against America that they're going to put up with that? America would crush us. America's as strong as they've ever been, despite what everyone else says. But I think the next thing that everyone should be looking at is Japan and China. Yeah, well, they had the opportunity to leave. Putin told them, put your weapons down and leave. He told them straight, put your weapons down and leave. But they chose to fight because they're fascist cunts, half of them. No, I don't know. See, the thing is, right? Russia won't use nuclear weapons. But if you push someone so they've got nowhere else to go and they think that their country is going to be in jeopardy, of course they're going to fucking use their nuclear weapons. But that was never Putin's intention. Never. He just wanted the West to stop poking their fucking nose. I mean, ain't it obvious when you've got our country and America offering up weapons, but they refuse to send soldiers? They're playing stupid games. They realised many years ago that war creates money. And if you're involved in the industries that supply these fucking wars, you absolutely rake it in. Yeah, that's all it's about. Money, money, money. Oh yeah, it'd be a different ball game. Simple. The whole world would know all about it, and they would exaggerate the truth. Whereas in this situation, the truth doesn't come into anything. It's all lies and bullshit. And then you've got them little weasel muppet media mimicking it all. Oh, come on. He looks well for 69. He looks just cool, calm and collective. I don't think he's lost it at all. I think the rest of the world's lost it. I don't know why people can't see how evil the rest of the world is just for their own gain. I don't believe that at all. Why would you want the West to take away a buffer against you and the West? Why would you want that? They supplied a lot more than weapons to Hitler. Don't worry about that. It was fucking America that supplied the fucking railway tracks to the concentration camps, the death camps. They was laid by America. They knew exactly what was going on, and so did the media. He's a very smart, clever leader. Yeah, it's hard to know what propaganda is and it ain't. But I know when all these wars break out everywhere, it's all to do with the elite making money, because that's the only way they make big amounts of money, because they've got control over all the industries that supply it all. And not only that, the banks supply the money for it all. So they're in a win-win situation. Ukraine's a corrupt country anyway, full stop. Absolutely corrupt as fuck. They don't want to be westernized. But the trouble with Ukraine, they don't realize what's going on. They think they're playing a smart game, but they're being played. It's funny how all these countries are coming out going, we will support you. We're there for you. There's not one American or one British soldier over there, but they're chucking loads of arms over there. That's where all the money comes from. We're paying for that shit. And yet we're slagging the wrong people off. Lily, can you pack that in, please? Thank you. You don't have to give me a dirty look, do you? I'll ask you nicely. Jesus Christ. You've got a right attitude, my dog. I cut one of her nails tonight. She went fucking ballistic. I can see she's struggling to walk. I try my hardest to cut her nails. She just won't have none of it. I'm going to have to go to the vet. She can't afford that shit. Every time you go there, it costs you a fortune. See, that's the thing. We're paying all this money for all these weapons that we're nicely and politely giving over, but we're causing it all. It makes me fucking sick. I just want to reach. Do you know what makes me laugh about that fucking COVID shit as well, right? You can't talk to people that have had the vaccine because they don't want to realise how fucking stupid they are. Because a lot of these people, no disrespect to some people, but a lot of these people class themselves as intelligent people. But yet we have all these wars and everything. We have all these pandemics that go on and everything. They even changed the name of that, didn't they? Halfway through it. But yet all these people that have had this vaccine don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. But yet us ones that never had the vaccine, we was the scum of the earth because we're creating the problems. It's like reverse psychology. Lily, go and lay down. You're not going out. You've just been out. Yeah, you can walk off like that. Oh, a bit of glass has come out of my tank. Now I've got a fucking hole in it. Oh, bollocks. Fucking bollocks. See, they don't have to worry about little things like this, do they? They just get fed up if they're fucking got a yacht that they're bored with. Now, I've got a vape that's broke and now I'm in trouble. What am I going to do? Something that costs 30 quid. Fucking bollocks. I can hear it sucking in the air from the side now. Yeah. We're paying for the war. We're paying to kill people. We sit there talking like we all fucking know it all, but we're all dumb asses because all the elite are making money left, right, and centre because of our fucking ignorance. Yeah, mine too, deeply. See all the bankers and all that. You go back through their ancestry. There was all fucking mob gangsters. They've all been put in place. Yeah, it won't help you, Tippy. I decided to get a boat and get out of it, but I'm still tied to this shit. I've got a fucking dictator universal credit on my back. I've got bills coming in left, right, and centre, even though I live on a fucking boat. It's fucking bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I get less debts than people that are in houses, and then I get less privileges than people that live in houses. You get what you pay for. You live on a boat. It's like you have to work harder to live the same lifestyle. You don't get it any easier. They've got every fucking angle covered on this planet. They've been doing it for fucking years. God, my vape's gurgling now. I can't believe it's lasted this long, to be honest with you. There's still a little bit of juice left in it. I might be able to get through to the morning. I don't know what I'm going to do on this course. I'm not even going to have a vape. I've got a glass on my table. Oh, God, what state's it getting? Oh, God. Got all nicotine over my hands now. Fucking have been a right fucking bundle of fun tonight, haven't I? Yeah, it is at the moment. Especially being on Universal Credit. They fucking slaughtered my money by 80 quid for no reason. They reckon they give us 80 quid extra because we was in COVID. But I've never been on the dole before COVID, so I didn't know any different. And now they've took £80 out of it a month. It's fucking slaughtered me. I'm even thinking about going to the food bank again. That's how bad it is. Just to feed the dog and the cat. I don't give a fuck about me. Go to the where? Brew? Where's the brew? What's the brew? $13 miles. Yeah, that's where the Universal Credit is. It's all country lanes and up and down hills and all sorts of shit through little villages. 13 miles there, 13 miles back, just for a 20-minute visit, and all she talks about is her fucking dog and her earrings. Don't talk about work. It's to tick their boxes. They're the new Gestapo. I don't know whether the bank. I think the food bank's in Handel. I think that's about 5 miles away. But then just go there on my fucking push bike to bring back tins of food because I don't do fresh food. You can't get fresh stuff off of them. It's all tins and packets. I mean, they're as helpful as they can be, but when I said I was a vegetarian, they couldn't provide me anything that would suit my diet. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Yeah, the social's 13 miles away. It's all right saying that going on a push bike on a nice day, but we have a lot of bad days here, a lot of windy days. Come on, Sharon, for fuck's sake. So you grow a few vegetables and then what? They're going to last you all year round? That's if the fucking rabbits and the rats don't eat them. I've grown a lot of shit in my garden that's all got eaten. And if they don't fucking come along and eat it, they come from underneath and fucking ruin all the roots. Got moles and everything. I live out in the sticks, not in fucking Hatton Garden. Yeah. I think when I was on the dole, I was about 17, 18 for a year. But it's like a fucking Gestapo now. But to think they make you go down now, and then she talks about her fucking earrings and the dog. So where am I going to freeze them, Sharon? I live on a boat that runs on fucking batteries. It's a struggle to keep a fridge going. I don't run the fridge in the winter because the solar panels don't provide enough energy. So I just rely on the cold to keep everything cold. You really need to get in touch with shit. The only time I can have my fridge going is in the summer when the solar panels produce enough power for the batteries to keep it going. Fucking freeze them. Fucking lucky to have a fridge. Some people ain't even got a fucking washing machine on these boats. That's all right, Sharon. Just sometimes I get so wound up because I've lived it for a while, and I think everyone else should realise. Yeah. I try and grow weed, but it's hard out here. I've got autos at the moment, but they're not doing that great. You can't beat having a grow room, and then you're talking money to keep it going. Out here, it's all natural. Yeah. You might have to one day, Dippy, because the world's becoming harder, and then half of the people on this fucking planet ain't gonna have a fucking clue how to survive. I mean, in a way, I am lucky. If things get desperate, I could start shooting the fucking animals and eating them. There's plenty of meat out there, but I'm just not like that. I just couldn't do that. But if push come to shove and I had to, I would. There's plenty of rabbits here, plenty of pheasants, plenty of fish. I reckon that's the way the planet should go, to be honest with you, dear Pete. There's many insects out there that are full of protein, but we just look at it and go, ooh. But there's countries that rely on insects for their food and their income. It's a home course, Brian. I do it on the computer. Well, in fact, I've got to do it on my phone because I've got an iPad and it's too old. It won't upgrade the iOS. Do it on my phone. I've got to sit here from 9 in the morning. You know that? Vegetable soup. I don't actually buy that because I don't want to put a lot of weight anyway. But that's the reality of it being down here at the moment with the money I'm on. Vegetable soup and a bit of toast in the morning because I make my own bread. Yeah, it should be all right. It should be all right. I don't see why it shouldn't because I tested the link and everything today to make sure that I've got the right link to go into this Microsoft Teams. But then they're asking me for stupid things like bills and all that. I live on a fucking boat. I don't get poll tax bills. I don't get electric bills and gas bills. You know what I mean? It's like, do you actually want me to fucking get a job or what? Or do you just want me to fucking struggle because I haven't got the stupid documents that you require? It's fucking laughable, isn't it? I'm on the dole. You can only do this course if you're on the dole, but they want all this ID. It's fucking mind-boggling. Gestapo, that's what it is. The new Nazi party that's funded that was funded by America and England anyway, and the media. The media knew exactly what was going on in that fucking apocalypse. Yeah, because it makes us feel grateful, Dippy, when we're struggling and we get by. It makes us feel grateful. I shouldn't be suffering how I'm suffering. I've worked all my life. I should have money around me, but I haven't. It all went into a mortgage, and then that had to be sold because I couldn't afford it anymore because they threatened to take it off me. And they end up with all the money back anyway. They always end up with all your money, whether you think you're on a win-win or not. Oh, well, I think my vape's fucked now. I think I've just took the last suck out of it. I've got all fucking nicotine all over it now. Got a big hole in it. Even that's dangerous, getting that on your skin, isn't it? All that vape stuff. Yeah, they don't, Sharon. All they want is their money. It's supposed to be toss, isn't it? Not tosh. Or tish. I only vape because I can't afford to smoke fags. It's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? What you end up fucking putting up with. Personally, I would just like to smoke great weed every day. Go to work, come home, smoke weed every night. Go to work, come home, smoke weed every night. That's all I want to do. I can't even do that. It's not a lot to ask, is it, to give all my money over? I hope they fucking legalise that soon. Because all these fucking drug dealers are taking the piss as well. Keep putting all this shit up. What song's that? No, I'm not really into edibles. Yeah, it's a simple life as well, isn't it? Simple. Just go to work, come home, smoke weed. Have your dinner, whatever. I mean, when I smoke weed, I don't even drink alcohol because I just don't like mixing the two. Because I can't get the fucking weed, I drink alcohol and I fucking hate it. Yeah, weed is expensive. But if you just had a few joints of a night, it's not. If you go work all day, surely you're justified having a few fucking joints of a night. You know what I mean? Is life become that bad that, oh, it's too expensive, you shouldn't be smoking? It's not a luxury. If you go work all day, how the fuck is having a bit of weed luxury? See how people's minds are set though, especially when it grows out of Mother Earth. But loads of people seem to make loads of money out of it. Yeah, I've been a puffhead all my life, but I can't even do that now. Thanks, Dusty. Have a good sleep. He needs to get a fucking job. He's a dirty spreader. But let's see what happens to him in the next few years, when his immune system's fucked. He hasn't got the energy to shag his dog anymore. No, I've noticed that as well, Simple. It's the same as the way Ash went, wasn't it? Ash was the same. And you know what they'll end up doing? They'll go on to the next thing. Everyone will be going on fucking coke and shit like that because weed will be so crap. Because that's the only reason a lot of people went on weed. Most people smoked ash. You had a bit of sense here and there. All this skunk shit wasn't about. Yeah, it used to be well cheap. But and then the market just went fucking stupid. you started getting plastic in your ash and everything, and then skunk come along, and people were like, "Oh, whoa!" But skunk does your fucking head in eventually. Yeah, but let's face it, the NHS ain't what people think it is. The NHS is a business, and they'll fuck you over just like any other business. The NHS is fucked. He's a fucking idiot. He hasn't got a fucking clue how to bring up. Yeah, that's a bar. Yeah, I didn't mind buying a bar now and then. Used to last me forever. Yeah, I used to like Leb. Well, now to be honest with you, I used to like Rocky. I thought Leb was a bit weak. Black was all right, but it was a little bit heavy. Yeah, I used to like all my fucking ashes. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. It got really bad in the end, didn't it? That's why everyone started going to weed. Yeah, I used to like buying a bar. You'd get it every now and then, 400, 450 quid. I mean, it was cheaper than that way back. I mean, when I say it was like four and a half, that was probably like 2 years ago. It's probably the last time I got a bar, which for those who don't know is 9 ounces. Oh, fucking cut that out my vape. It's got a fucking big hole in it. I better take that off because that liquid will end up running into the battery, and I need to have two batteries at least so that I haven't completely wasted my money. It'd be nice to have two batteries, wouldn't it? Be fully charged all the time. But even this vape, I find it fucking. The taste becomes vulgar in the end when you smoke it too much. There we go. Oh, it's all in there as well. The battery's safe. Oh, it's going to be so annoying tomorrow when I'm sitting here all day on that course and I haven't even got a vape. Squidgy back. Yeah, it did get bad. I always used to like Rocky though. I thought Rocky was a nice middle smoke. I didn't mind black, but it had to be the right black because some blacks were fucking awful. It's like fucking smoking shit. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I stopped smoking ash before that cat shit started coming out. Way before that. Yeah, you can. Well, CBD oil. I bought some actually off of Puff Daddy. He does a CBD oil, but I would rather have THC. Fuck the CBD. CBD is like a medical, isn't it? Really, but I just think when you smoke things, there's nothing medical about it at all. Yeah. Probably pay through the nose for it as well, Dippy. Someone did tell me about that, and I went on the site and I couldn't fucking find it. The site was all wonky. I can get CBD, but I can't get THC. CBD's no good for me. Yeah, exactly, Dippy. CBD is like the medical side of cannabis, but I don't see the point in it if you're going to smoke it. No, I don't remember that. Oh, Say No to Drugs, was it? Was that it? Is that what you're talking about, Brian? That was all bollocks, that was, because they was all bang on coke, that lot. Yeah, that was it, yeah, that was all on fucking coke. Fucking bullshit, innit? Half of their fucking lives were ruined after that. All fucking druggies. And they're singing that shit. It was like another Band-Aid song, wasn't it? Or Live Aid, whatever it was. Yeah, there was just a few characters there, weren't there? Oh, did they? Why the fuck would you take drugs out to America? You could get enough out there. Oh dear. I remember when I went to fucking Barbados fucking years ago it was, and I was bang on my ash then, and the only thing I could get out there was weed, right? And I was talking to this guy, and he said that he can get some ash, and I was like, "Oh, I've got to get some," because I don't like the taste of weed. Like this was before skunk was about. It was a few years ago. And I had to go with this guy, right? And I went into the fucking these toilets with this guy, and it's like I don't know if any of yous have watched Train Spotting, but it was like them toilets. It was bad, and it was full of these rusters and everything. I was in the right bad part of Barbados, and I was out there with this gorgeous girl as well. And I left her back at the apartment, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing?" But it all turned out kosher. I got my ash, and I didn't get killed, or my no one put my head down the toilet or nothing. But these toilets were bad. It's all graffiti, and they was dirty as fuck. And I was like, "What the fuck am I doing here?" Because I ain't no one special. I can't really handle myself one on one, yeah. But like when you walk into an environment like that, it's a whole different ball game. So I got this fucking ash, right. I've had a puff of it. It was all right. It was like Leb, to be honest with you. It wasn't great, but it was a better taste than the weed. I didn't really like marijuana at that stage, and we went down to the beach because the complex I was staying on, they actually had a bar at the beach. And because it was an all inclusive, we used to go down to the beach every day and just drink all day, and it didn't cost us anything. And we decided to go for a swim in the beach, and I only had dash in my pocket, didn't I? And it just fucking melted. I was fucking gutted. All that shit I went through to get it. I ended up having a few puffs out of it. It's like, fuck it. Went all that way, paid all that money, and fucking got washed to bits in my pocket. I don't know who Brad Walsh is. Or Danny Boyle. Rings a bell, Danny Boyle. Yeah, I don't know who they are. God, I've been on here nearly 2 hours. That sounds cool. I couldn't do cannabis and beer, though. Yeah, it don't seem like it though, Sharon. It's kind of spread out. It's like, well, actually, what a lot of my holidays were, I just met a nice girl that just loved the life. And when she worked, she saved and wanted to go on holiday. So I used to go on holiday with her. The only holiday I ever went on my own, well, I went with a mate who was a diving instructor, was Egypt when we done the Red Sea. That was on a boat for a week. That was beautiful, that was. But yeah, I went to well, what the two holidays I really liked was Barbados and Australia. But I had family in Australia, and because my girlfriend wanted to go there, we went there. We stayed with my well, first we went to Bali. We stayed a week in Bali, got over our jet lag, and then we went New South Wales where my aunt lived, and then we went up to Cairns in Australia for the last week. That was really nice. That was like really tropical. There was like all these green big animal things walking up the walls and everything. That was really nice, that was. But yeah, I've been to Spain and France and stuff like that, but I haven't been on holiday for 20 years. But I prefer other things. It's like I was talking to someone the other day about holidays actually, and they just come back from somewhere, and because of the winds, they were stuck in the country for 3 days. But the thing is, they left the country and they come all the way to Britain, and because the plane couldn't land, it went all the way back. And then they said they had to go through this shit with the COVID stuff and isolate and all that. And I was like, do you know what? I can't stand going abroad anymore. I'd rather travel around Britain. Oh, thanks for coming on, Simply Truth, Simple Truth. Thanks. Yeah, I've been to Portugal. I've been to Singapore. It's the same thing. I was in the airport for like a couple of hours and then left. It was the airport looked nice. I went to I don't know if I said this before. I think I did. I went to Spain and I went to France on a track day holiday with my friends on a long weekend, and we went to Jerez and Nogara, and they was both awesome racetracks. They was really good holidays. I really enjoyed them. Had some good nights out there as well. Drug free as well. Them holidays were. Didn't really look for drugs when I was out there doing that because I was on a high. I was on a high race in my bikes, and see if I think it's like with a lot with most people though. If your life's occupied with interests that you like, the drugs don't come into it. You know, I've been Clacton and always bad, isn't it? Clacton's got really shit in it. I remember like years ago when my mate bought an apartment in Clacton, or like a log cabin thing, and I used to go there. And it used to be quite nice there then, and then I noticed over the years everyone from fucking London moved out there, and it just become a shithole. It really did. Like all the common pieces of shit, all the Jack the Lads, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Clacton become a shithole. Fuck knows what it's like now. That was a while back. That's probably going back fucking 20 years. I don't think I've done anything for 20 years. Mafioso, yeah. I never left the I never left the airport when I went to Singapore. The airport looked lovely. It was a stopover for the plane to fuel. Yeah, I think Singapore's quite a clean country in it, but I suppose you can't pigeonhole everything because it must have its good and bad bits. Yeah, I've been to Grimsby. I've probably worked there. I've worked quite a lot of places over the country in England. I've been up to Scotland. I've worked in Paris. I've been all down the south coast. Worked there. Yeah, I mean, when I used to live in Waltham Abbey, right, I had this next door neighbour. She was an old girl, and she used to go on all these coat trips, right, like weekend holidays and stuff. Like, because she'd retired, her husband had died, and that she was a widow, and she had a decent pension, and she used to go on all these holidays, right. And I don't think there was one place where she didn't like. Yeah, I've been to Skegness and Butlins. Yeah, Butlins in Skegness. Yeah, I've been there. Been the Isle of Wight, little holiday resort over there. Yeah, she always when she used to come back, I go, "Oh, hello, Margaret. How was your holiday?" She goes, "Oh, it was really lovely. We stayed in this hotel, and everyone was so friendly." I bet if there was a young person in there, and then you would have asked them about the holiday, it'd have been a completely different ball game. What the Irish Sheppy? Yeah, I don't think I've been to Newcastle. There's so many places to visit in England, though. It is a lovely country to visit places. But I mean, if you went in a camper, it probably wouldn't be so bad. But I reckon, like booking hotels and all that to go around the country, it must cost a fortune these days. I'm going to actually go off, guys, because I've been on here for over 2 hours. Yeah, I've been to Kent. I've got family in Kent. It's all right, Kent. It's got a lot of travellers in Kent, isn't it? Ashford's a bit shit, isn't it? Ashford's a lad's town. Yeah, thanks for all coming on. You've actually calmed me down a bit because I was quite angry earlier, wasn't I? I was just so sick of all these wars and people's opinion on it, and it's so far from the truth. It's just annoying. Oh God. Oh God, I bet that was a mess after. Quad Tube. Oh, I ain't seen you on there. Hi, Quad Tube. Unfortunately, we're going. Do you know what a good place where I like? Somerset. I went there years ago. I'm probably talking over 40 years ago. It's probably 45 years ago. I went there with my granddad and nan, and we used to go to the pubs and stuff and have lunch, and we'd have a ploughman's lunch, and cider was a big thing. But that was quite nice. We used to camp in the fields, maybe stay there a couple of days, and then off we went to another site because that's my granddad used to love going down the south coast. He always used to go down the south coast, just get the kids together, and off they went. But then I used to go with my nan and granddad. I used to love them little holidays. Yeah, I bet he was. I bet the toilets weren't as advanced in them days as they are now. Yeah. It depends what you like in life, isn't it, really, I suppose. But back then, I used to love being out in the country, especially when you used to get up in the morning and that wet smell of grass in the fields. It's like sometimes I used to take my dog over Waltham Abbey, and every now and then you would get that smell, and it used to take me right back to when I was a kid. And I used to think, fucking, that's mad, that smell, how that just comes into your head and you just straight back in that holiday. I used to love that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go because time's getting on and some of us have got to work. Or try. Some of us have got to try and get a job. But anyway, thanks for all coming on, and I'll probably see you in a couple of days. But bless you all and have a good evening. What's left of it? What's the time anyway? Oh, it's 20 to 1. Oh, have a good morning. I better get some shut eye. So I'm sharp. So I'll see you all later. Thanks for coming on. Right, bye.